Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to today's video. This glide cam's not balanced at all, this frame's way too close, but we have a very impromptu meeting with a client. Oh, I'm just tall enough to do this. But yeah, we have just a quick meeting right now that I didn't even know about, but we just organised it right now, so I'll see you guys afterwards. Hi, it's Colin. Cool. Hello. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. I'm having to hold my glide cam so it doesn't fall over, but we're going to do some cinematic stuff on the way home. I've got yesterday's vlog to edit, and we're going to briefly talk about that meeting because that was interesting. What up guys, welcome back to the house, and we are back from, I hope you guys enjoyed that little cinematic sequence. But today I wanted to briefly talk about my color grading workflow because I got some questions about it. Now, like, the honest answer about my color grading workflow is very, very simple. The only thing I really do in post is tweak my curves layer to bring up the highlights and bring the shadows down to add a little bit of contrast, and then after that I only just bring up the saturation by like 115 or 120%, something like that, and that's basically the color grade done, because the majority of this color grade is actually in my camera profile, which I will put details of in the description down below if you're curious. But if you're not shooting Nikon, then it may be harder to recreate this. But this is actually a profile that I have got from being a member of Full-Time Filmmaker, and that is where I got it from, and that's what I've been using for the last year or so. And that's how I get that kind of cinematic pop, or that kind of color pop in that respect. So I just want to briefly talk about that today, guys. And I also briefly wanted to talk about the weather app, because a couple of vlogs ago we briefly talked about this app and I didn't really go over the features of it, so I think we're going to cover it a little bit now. So it is looking like actually quite a good sunset, so we might actually go down. We've got about an hour or so. Today's vlog, as of the time we're filming this, is ready to go and good to go. So basically, the app, there is two versions of this app, a free version and a paid version. I'll go over some of the differences in a moment. But the screen you're going to be greeted with is this screen right here. Now, this basically just shows you how cold or hot it is, and then what the Pacific weather is going to be in that respect, so roughly regarding by hour. Now, the main reason why I use this app overall is this map right here, which is really, really helpful overall, as you can see here, whenever it wants to actually load. So we'll just wait for this to load up. But basically, that map allows you to see in somewhat close real time what the cloud movement is going to be, and what weather patterns are happening, and when it's going to rain, and you can predict it allows you to predict a lot more accurately what the weather's actually going to do, which is really important when you're shooting with equipment and such like that. So if you think you're going to be shooting in a rainstorm specifically, or where you don't want your gear to get covered and wet and damaged, oh my eye, then you will be able to use the app and to be able to see when that weather storm is coming, so you can either plan to be in sheltered areas or have your gear covered when you actually are going to be using it, as the app just refuses to load. Technical demos never seem to work whenever you want them to work. So it is going to show you something just a little bit similar. Let me just pull focus on this. So it's going to show you something very, very similar to that, but just a lot bigger across this map here. We'll see if it actually wants to load now, but no, I don't think it's going to. I would recommend, it's called Weather and Radar. Check it out on the App Store. This is not a sponsored endorsement or a paid endorsement at all, but I found it useful. I thought I would share it if you're a time-lapse photographer or a videographer. I'm sure it will probably work in the US, but don't quote me on that, or anywhere else in Europe and things like that, because you just enter where you want. I've used it in Paris, I've used it in London, I've used it in Salisbury, you know, so just keep that in mind. And then you can sort of use it to predict the weather as much as possible. So yeah, that's kind of all I really use the app for. That is pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. Everything I wanted to kind of share with you. We might go down and film sunset today, so if we do, that will be on the end of this video. If not, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the daily content today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new piece of content that we're going to be releasing. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We got the day off morning work, so we won't be necessarily starting in town, but I've got like an official meeting, then we're going to get coffee with Mum, so that's going to be pretty cool. And I've got also to pop down to the guys that I met previously in the week to prove that I am who I am by showing passport and birth certificate and such. So we'll probably do that, and you might not see any of that, but that's basically what's going on tomorrow. So, and then Saturday should, touch wood. I think in yesterday's video I said it would be, but it actually should be, because we're still waiting for confirmation from all of the parties involved. But hopefully and ideally we will be going up on Saturday, so I may just go up anyway to make some content for you guys, but we will see. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you're new to the channel, make sure to be subscribed and leave this video with a like if you enjoyed it. And if you want to leave me some feedback, ideas, comments, suggestions, or etc. like that in the comment section down below, or want me to do more videos talking about the kind of camera profile or such like that I use to create the color edits and stuff that I do, then let me know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.